Welcome. Is everybody there to hear me? Yeah, everybody can hear me. Cool. I'm finally on time for once. Doesn't happen often here. And it's a real treat when it does. I see all of you jumping in early. Hopefully we get a couple people into the chat. Seems like today might be one of the quiet days. We do have one match for you tonight. But it's a very special match indeed. As before we do that, you guys gotta learn a little bit about yours truly. I'm Sporty FC. I'll be your caster tonight. And every night you turn on, the stream is on, I'll be your caster. Nice to see all of you lovely people joining the stream. As I said, one match tonight, it's a tier 3 2v2 for the ages. Zero Gravity's 2v2 team versus Prestige Worldwide. I'm getting some microphone issues. 1 second, let me fix my headset. There we go. Seems like the issues have subsided. It's getting some weird scratchiness with my headset. I hope that doesn't continue. Yeah, as I said, this is a pretty important match to me. And I mean, every match is important, but... Happening again. 1 second, let me reset my headset. Does that fix the issues? Hopefully that will fix all the issues that we just had. Hopefully all of you are doing well. Sorry about that quick little pause, but as I was saying, match is super important. Zero Gravity was my first ever organization I'm a part of. They are currently a partner organization with me. I will be casting, so I am casting a lot of their matches. But even more importantly, their 2v2 team, one that I created last season, was the first ever win for Zero Gravity. And it was my first ever IGL tournament win, so it was... This organization means a lot to me, so it's really fun to be casting a lot of the people I do recognize. Rado, if anybody remembers, was my teammate that season that we won. The other teammate being Peak, who has since moved on, but it's great to see. It's great to see Rado back in the action, as the server info is going out to both teams. They will be joining any moment soon. As again, if anybody is joining the chat right now, never too late to join. Let's see all of you lovely people. As I'm hyped as all. I am hyped as heck, ready for this matchup. I'm really excited to see what happens. It's gonna be a great way to end off this Sunday. As I am gonna give you guys a short update on the affiliate. Have been able to get some connections working. Still working through the affiliate thing. It's gonna take a little while. I'm having to troubleshoot a lot of the issues, but we've gotten about halfway there today. Still, we hit a roadblock, but I'm sure I'll find a way to get through it. Again, both teams are joining at any moment. Nicely enough, the spectator bug is fixed, so we don't have to worry too much. But here we go. We can go into the lobby. It's not like we're gonna have to worry too much. I did remember that this is a USD's lobby, and my Twitter post did say something about how Prestige Worldwide is holding on to that spot. They are currently 16th in the division, but lucky for them, the teams below them have completed all 6 of their matches, and the one team that hasn't cannot catch up to them. So Prestige Worldwide is going to be locking in a playoff spot no matter what happened this series, but obviously a loss here will guarantee that 16th place. A win could potentially net them 15th, the 15th spot, maybe even the 14th spot if it's good enough. But they have to go through Zero Gravity 2s, who are having a pretty solid season for them. They could end off their season 4-2 and potentially jump their way all the way up from 8th place to 4th. A huge jump in the upper side of the bracket, but a loss here could potentially put them in the lower end of the bracket, facing a tougher team to start off their playoff run. So this match mattering a lot more to them, seeding wise, than it does probably the Prestige. But obviously both teams, it'd be great to get a win in the final week of playoffs, because no matter what happens That mentality going into the playoffs, coming off a win, really important, no matter who it's against. And obviously for them, obviously for Zero Gravity, a win against Prestige Worldwide would be great for their mentality, knowing that they still got it, they still know what they're doing, and they could even use it maybe to train themselves into the playoffs. They do have some time in between their next match to get everything sorted out and ready. We are still waiting for both teams to be joining the lobby. Everyone in chat's doing well. We haven't seen anyone join in yet, but hopefully that picks up in the near future. Really looking at something. Again, this is a very important matchup, so both teams definitely going to be very happy with how they're going. There is no real pressure on them. Obviously, winning is big enough pressure as it is, but obviously winning this match is a big deal. But they aren't competing for playoff spots. They've both made it into the playoffs, whether it be in the way of Prestige Worldwide having to barely get in with the sneaking in with the 16th place, or Zero Gravity coming in at 8th. There's still spots to be grabbed and to be taken. And in the end of the day, their pride is going to be very important. As yeah, both teams have made it in. We're still waiting for the teams, obviously, but again, hopefully everybody's night's been going well. Both teams are taking as much time as they need to get in there. Hopefully, I've sent the right info to them. I have not received any complaints yet about the server info, so far everything's going pretty well. So we'll just be waiting for both teams to be joining in any moment. We are doing RLCS rotation today, so hopefully all of you know that one. It's Manfield Night, then to the Aquadome, then all the way to DFH Stadium. We're right next door to Manfield, I'm pretty sure. Utopia Coliseum, and then finally the prestigious Champions Field. We did just have Prestige Worldwide join into the lobby, welcoming Cody and Freak. Hopefully Zero Gravity will follow suit in just a few moments. Again, anyone you're watching, anybody a fan of both these teams, feel free to chat as much as you want. I have no problem with that. And I hope all of you have an amazing night watching this matchup. I'm going to be having a lot of fun. Again, the rules are with the people chatting. I always say this every single match. You guys can cheer as much as you want. Go crazy. Cheer, spam in the chat. Let me hear you guys. Be loud. As long as you don't go on and attack any of the players, you are completely fine. You guys know it. You guys know what BM is, so I don't think I need to explain that to you guys. Gravity is still waiting on Zero Gravity to be joining the lobby. This match is going to be pretty important for Zero Gravity. A loss here, and they're probably going to fall out into the lower 8 on the bracket, again, giving themselves a tougher match to start off. But a win here could potentially sail them up higher to the bracket, give them an easier matchup to start off. Obviously, for most teams, an easier matchup in the first round is more advantageous. I think most people can agree on that. Here they come, Murado Labs and Hi by Mind joining in. Hi by Mind, this is going to be his debut match on the Tubes team. No stats previously. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not going to be his debut match. It's the other player, but he has been the second player for this team for a while. Some pretty moderate success. Teams are in. And here they come. And they are on the right team, so hopefully everybody's having a good day. Welcome to Manfield Knight. Thank you, High by Mind. I didn't need that, but I'm happy. There. A great flick on the sawed off. Again, Tier 3. This is Champ 1, Champ 2 gameplay. And the peak of the 2v2 circuit, hopefully. This is a circuit I played in before. I do know the playstyle of Arato Labs. He's a pretty defensive player, but he does love to get up. And really, it's all for him about that a quick counterattack, a quick shot. And then trying to keep yourself back. A great shot, though, from High by Mind, taking the spotlight away from Arato Labs. What an air dribble. Pop from the midfield, up to the ground. One more touch for the road over Cody. And the red toilet paper, don't ask why it's red, signifying he has scored first in this series. First of many goals, I assume. Arato. Oh, and it's taken away by Freak. High by Mind challenge, just gonna have to go in quickly. Pinched away. Back to High by Mind. He can grab this one with control, space, and a chance to score. Can't get past Cody. Arato having to backtrack. Gotta watch out for Cody, though. Offense can be scary here. Prestige Worldwide. Not a team to mess with. The first shot here! Cleared away by High by Mind. Back in the mid. Arato. They get that ball away. So far, some pretty immediate pressure here from Zero Gravity. But not a ton of chances. Alright. I take that back. A lot of chances. Arato Lab scoring his first goal here in the series, giving Zero Gravity 2's a 2-goal lead. 2 goal lead. With just under 4 minutes remaining. But as I was saying, Zero Gravity keeping themselves relatively spaced. They aren't pushing up too aggressively here on Prestige. Just letting them make the mistakes and come at it, and going at them. And Zero Gravity not having any issues. They don't want to take too many risks, push themselves up too high. Just letting Prestige Worldwide flounder in their own defensive half. Comes Prestige. Need to get one back. A very quick offensive push. And a miss from Freak. And Arato giving some space, but no boost in the tank. And Cody, he'll win that challenge. High by Mind almost caught out of position there as he was off in the other corner. Doing who knows what. A high flick, though. Here comes High by Mind trying to get their own offense. Cannot do so. Alright, positioning back. Looking mid. Can't get a strong enough touch. And they are utilizing the corners here for a lot of these passing plays. A lot of these connections between them both. They're not putting a ton of pressure upfield. It's kind of seeing what sticks against Prestige, and if they're going to make a mistake. But Cody here with a solo play chance. Can he get it? No, he doesn't catch up. The ball hit too far ahead of him. That first touch was just too heavy. And now Zero Gravity back on offense. As I say that, immediately back the other way is Prestige. No real pressure found by either of these teams. Zero Gravity started this game off well, giving themselves 2 goals, but ever since then, temperatures just kind of cooled in Manfield Knight. Here comes Arato. One touch to the backboard, can't follow up himself, and Freak with the clear. Get past High, can't do so. Cody, gonna use the corner, coming in with a demo, and Cody's shot deflected away by Arato. Can't beat out Freak. High by Mind, and he does what nobody expects here. And an absolute gimme as High by Mind ties himself up on the post. And he just cannot get all 4 of his wheels touch. He wanted to jump out there and position himself to face forward. But his wheels had left the ground on that post, and he flipped instead of jumped. And now has to face the embarrassment here as Prestige. And to get their first goal off of an errant touch. Comes High by Mind. Gotta watch out for Freak's challenge. Able to clear it away. Cody's gonna retreat. As we hit approximately 90 seconds remaining. Prestige Worldwide looking to get back in it. Arato trying to bounce on the... It's in the middle. Dangerous. Arato's got to get up to get this. Does beat Freak to the challenge. And saving his team. What could have been a tying goal against them. Now the ball has left the orange half. Otto looking cross from High by Mind. High by Mind, a shot! Cody with the save! Covered enough of the net that it wouldn't become an issue. And Otto bullying Cody into the corner. And he gets another touch out into the midfield. Gotta be careful here. Prestige. Not a lot of shots to their name. They're definitely looking ready to just take advantage of any mistake coming their way. But a mistake here coming out from Prestige. Cody here to dribble plays. Can he get past Arado? Cannot do so. High by Mind with the slow rotation. Arado have to waste more time for him. High. On defense. Challenge is going to go over the orange net. Arado. Panic. Panic touch here. Now he's away. Gets a dunk in the offensive half. And that one going to ruin this challenge for Prestige. But they still have one more chance. And up in front of them. Dunked away by High by Mind. Prestige needs to get themselves on offense. Once this ball hits the ground, it won't even have to. Arado Labs will score another. And in this one, he didn't leave the offensive half ever. He saw Freak go to the ceiling and not jump off. And he knew that ball's floating down. As long as I stay close to it, Freak has to challenge, but Freak never did. And Arado Labs will take advantage and score again. And the game will end. Zero Gravity will take this victory in Game 1. Oh, for this game, no real team stuck out to me as being all that impressive. I really do want to see some teams take more risks here. I haven't seen it yet. I am waiting for any of these teams to just kind of start to play a little more aggressive and really take more chances. Shots are 8-6 in favor of Zero Gravity, but in reality, I can't remember much of that offense from them. No team kept any pressure. The shots were not threatening enough. Zerato is hosting over 100 ping. Hopefully he's doing well for himself, but... And they do join. Here we go to Game 2. As I did forget to change the scoreboard. I will do that in between, don't worry. As soon as a goal gets scored, I'll make sure to change that. Freak dunked away by High by Mind. And Zero Gravity, just like last game. Starting off with the ball. I know, taking his time to collect this one. Won't beat Cody in a 50-50 battle of the wits. And now Cody, with some open space in front of him, can't get the dribble, but he does get it past Arado. Shot on net, shot will go in. Cody will score first. And Arado, bit of embarrassment there, he does miss the ball on his challenge. As, boop, there goes the point, it's back on the scoreboard. And Prestige Worldwide will get a lead. Now it's up to them to see if they can keep it. We know their defense is strong, but with Zero Gravity pushes up a little higher, will that force them to crack the side walls to keep the ball going? And these wall touches, kind of tough to read by other team. And a pinch from Arado, my goodness, that's past everyone. It could go in front of his own net. Freak gets the clear. It's only to High by Mind. Cody dive in on the challenge. Here comes Arado, offense, and what a challenge from Freak. No nonsense gameplay, just all in on the challenge game. He knows Arado can't beat him, and he takes that to his advantage. This ball bouncing in front of the net. Arado, it's his time to collect it. But now High by Mind here has to collect. Arado getting dunked on the play. Solo play potential. Goes under one, and Freak with the save! What a save! But Arado puts it through. And an unorthodox air dribble from High by Mind as he fakes it under one, and Freak with the pinch save, but the clear, Arado can put that one in and shut that offensive play to bed. Now it is tied up. Prestige Worldwide not able to keep that lead. They're going to have to regain it. Oh, what a dunk from High by Mind. That one almost sailed its way into the net. Here comes Freak. Can't get it past him. Cody sitting for back. High by Mind shot. Cody is going to have to make this save. He does. High by Mind back in. Looking cross map. But no one there. Now here comes Arado. Using the back wall. Can he get a second one? Freak with the save. Gotta watch out for Arado chasing you down his backside. High by Mind into the offensive half. Naruto just trading who gets the ball. Is Zero Gravity, but his back pass from Naruto, and High by Mind has to get back in time. He does. He can't get the clear. Cody using the back wall. Badly, no one was there from Prestige. Gonna have to reset that offense. Freak. The side wall. And they'll try to get it back in. Naruto expected him to touch that, but he didn't. And so Naruto flew on by. But here comes Cody. Shot is good. And he has been shooting very well this series. His second goal this game. Naruto gives him too much time to think about where to put that ball. And that's the wrong man to do it. Cody averaging over 2 goals per game every single series Prestige has played. And you can't let him have those kind of shots. He will always, always put him in the back of the net. Freak lays it off for Cody. And he beat High by Mind. Not able to do so, but here's Freak. Shot is weak in the midfield. Can't get the dunk on Naruto. His shot. Tapped away by Cody. Now, gotta watch out for this pressure. Going cross nets. Cody gonna get rid of it. A bit low for my liking, but whatever works on defense is whatever it works. It's back mid. Freak with the demo on Naruto. His shot is wide. But here comes Cody. One touch, too weak. He needs to get a shot off immediately. Comes High by Mind. No boost. And it's pretty obvious he doesn't have any. But Cody here around Naruto. And the net's open. Oh, but the shot is weak from Freak. And High by Mind with a save. Keeping Zero Gravity in this. Naruto getting rid of the pressure with that long clear. Right back in at him. And for Zero Gravity, they need the break out. They're playing in their own net. And where's the counterattacks? But here's a shot! Cody deflects this one away. Naruto looking for glory. Tries to beat Cody on the 50-50. Can't do so. And High by Mind doesn't challenge. Potentially the wrong move here as Zero Gravity needs to get a goal. And they need to get it within this last minute of play. High by Mind looking in. And it's pinched away. Naruto can't get it. And Freak with his goal. As whatever High by Mind tried, it cost him here. And that's the problem with that corner play. You need to understand when and when not to challenge. And High by Mind, a costly blunder. Going in for a challenge he has no reason to win. And that one going exactly where everybody expected it to go. Back into the Zero Gravity end. Wasn't the first time that happened this series, but the first time it cost Zero Gravity a goal. Naruto, still a chance for Zero Gravity. Looking for the nets. Prestige, their defense has been solid this series. And Zero Gravity is going to need to average more than the goals they've gotten so far. Freak can't get his clear, and here comes Cody. Get past High by Mind, does. Naruto now following himself. Here's away. Here's a solo play. What's he gonna do with it? Cody gets rid of that one. But here comes High by Mind with his shot. And Cody collects it and gets the clear. Naruto dunks away Freak. Zero Gravity needs to score right now, but the challenge in late. High by Mind looking out, and that's cleared away. Game 2 will be a loss for Zero Gravity 2s. They're going to need to regain themselves within this break. As this game, it's really been that offense. They haven't taken any chances. They haven't pushed up high enough. And they haven't gotten any real look at that blue net. G's, on the other hand, a change-up on their playstyle. More bumps, more aggression. And they're getting goals from it. As I will remember to change everything up. Here we go. Have to fix some things up. Our stream is back. I will ask if they want it. Yeah, they're asking for a server reset. We'll take it for them here. I asked them about it because that ping is high as heck. Apparently one of them's playing on a hotspot. They're doing the well ice tactic. It doesn't usually work super well, but just gonna make sure that we check anything. Yeah, we'll have to reset the info. Quick, just give me a quick moment to do so. Okay, server is good. And I'm black screened. Well, I'll make sure to send the info to them. And there's the info. I'm going to send it out to them in just a moment. As soon as my game fixes itself. There we go. There you go, server's up. Again, the scoreline will stay the same. 2 to 1 and 1. I don't know why I have it like that. There you go. Why did I do 2-0? Just an instinct on me, I guess. Like on the orange side. But it's 1 and 1 in the series. All of you can see the game. Must have accidentally clicked 2-0. It's 1 and 1. So we will be getting into game 3. This fixes the server info. There they go. And the server looking a little better than the last one, so I think we'll be taking it. Game 3, we did have a short pause, but we're back already, and Prestige Worldwide already back, getting some offense here. A quick chance from Freak, not gonna go in, but a good start for Prestige. Not ending that offensive power just yet. They didn't waste it all in game 2. Here comes Freak. We get past High by Mind. Cannot do so. High by Mind waiting back to get that save. Here comes Dorado. Flick past Cody. The net is wide open for him. It's going to roll up, and he can't get the shot. Looking for Freak to get rid of him. And, oh, a challenge in here. Zero Gravity's going to have to race their way back. Dorado. And a demo from High by Mind on Freak. Going to stall what chance Prestige had on getting that counterattack. Now, a demo back by Cody. And Freak is shot is high. Can follow this. Over Arato, out to the corner, and High by Mind get a strong enough touch, he can. But Cody waiting back, and already the demos against Zero Gravity, ruining those rotations. They need to get this ball out. They really need to watch those demo plays. They keep their head on a swivel. Dorado, without boost, without a chance to get rid of that ball. And High by Mind forced to go back once again. A great clear from him. Freak with the touch, and Freak will keep it in the corner. High by Mind has to watch out for any challenges coming his way. Here comes Cody. Back at the second touch, and just a big clear from Auto Labs. Now Freak doesn't get a good touch here, and High by Mind has a chance. Can't get it over Freak. He had a solo play to open up game 1. Looking for another here to open up game 3. Here he comes. Looking for another one. Off that back wall. Pinched across to the corner. And Auto Labs first to it, but also a miss here from him. Cody now on offense. High by Mind, and let this one go off his back wall. And now Freak collects it. He's out High by Mind. But Auto Labs in. Looking good. A great touch from him on the sidewall. Cody taking it back. Arado in mid. Is anyone there? Off the post. A dunk from High by Mind. And it took us more than 2 minutes. But finally someone scores. Auto Labs forcing Cody into an awkward situation. And High by Mind there to make sure that save does not go the way of Prestige. Finishes it through for a goal to start game 3. Cody off his back wall. Labs is going to steal the boost here. And High by Mind looking mid for Arado. Arado too high up. Couldn't get a strong enough touch. Cody now having his boost taken. He's going to take the corner boost instead. Arado Labs can clear it. Cody with a dunk on High by Mind. And that's been happening a couple times this series. Cody here with the clear. High by Mind. High ball. Can't follow it himself. And freak shot on Auto Labs. Auto Labs is going to make sure that one goes away. And a hook shot here. And that will double their lead. As Cody, unwise here to give so much space to Auto Labs. And what really sealed the deal, that turnaround. Wasting all the momentum he gathered for himself. And stopping on the goal line. He gave Auto Labs a pretty easy shot. And Auto Labs does not miss from that distance. High by Mind now on the offense. Trying to put some pressure. And for Zero Gravity 2s. And they run with the momentum here. Auto. And a third goal going in. Auto with his second. And High by Mind with another assist here. Zero Labs, the faster of the two players going to that ball. And Zero Gravity now, a third goal in their favor. The momentum moving to be what is saving them here. Those goals adding fuel to their fire. Auto Labs, I'm going to complete this hat trick. We'll get it past Freak on a 50-50. But it's only to Cody. Cody in the right place at the right time. Comes Arado with his clear. Strong clear, but not past Freak. Freak, keeping the ball close. Demoed by Arado. And here comes High by Mind. Solo play. Can't get past Cody. Auto Labs could be smart enough not to challenge in the corner. He doesn't have to. A demo on Cody, though. High by Mind. Free to do what he wishes. What can he do? Have to watch out for that challenge. Ceiling shot immediately. And Freak. The time on the goal line. Can't get past. He can get past one. Into the corner. Still with boost. Can't follow it up. High by Mind beats out Cody as well. And Zero Gravity, you can already tell, playing much more fluidly, much more consistently, much faster between both of them. And it's showing a fourth goal. And both players sharing 2 goals each here. Zero Gravity is running away with this game. And as I said, it has to be the momentum. They must be very momentum-based here in this series because we're seeing it. Last game, when they got scored on first, they seemed to struggle coming from behind. But now with the goals in their favor, they just keep racking on the points. Free High by Mind, my goodness. And he's confident enough to go for those shots. Auto, keeping the ball high. Into the corner, takes the boost. And no challenge here from Prestige Worldwide. Cody waiting in his own net. We will have to take a look at that, see if there's any connection issues with him. Tap down. Narado put this one. Second touch. And it is good. Cody, though, AFK on the goal line. We will have to check in with him after this game to make sure he isn't having any internet issues. We'll make sure to check with him afterwards. IGO rules do state you keep playing even if there are connection issues. And sadly for Freak, this is going to be a long 22 seconds for him. Mind. You're going to have to watch out. Off his own post. He almost own goaled that one. Would be pretty embarrassing to give that one up to Prestige. But Narado keeps it close. And it looks like he's going to go for a solo play. Air dribble over Freak into the mid. High by Mind can't get it. And the time expires. Here at game 3. High by Mind keeping it within himself. Narado now with this catch. Challenged by Freak. And High by Mind is actually going to keep it up, but not for much longer. A 5-goal win here from Zero Gravity 2s in game 3. And we will make sure to check on Cody's connection. Zero Gravity a win here. We are having some weird scoreboard issues. That is funny. But I will make sure to recheck the rule book. I do believe the team is allotted 10 minutes to resolve any connection issues. We'll just need to make sure on that. Looks like the teammates are just chatting here. How's your day? Not like we have a choice. Yeah. Interesting, I just got myself booted from the, Yeah, 1 second. I think I just got myself booted. I did just get booted from the lobby, so we'll be remaking this. There we go. We are making the Game 4 matchup. There we go. We have resolved any issues. There we go, back into the game. And so far this series, we've been, it's been a lot of success for Zero Gravity. If they get that first goal, they seem to run with that momentum and win throughout. But it depends if Prestige Worldwide can really get a gripping early in this game to give themselves a chance. And a win here for Zero Gravity will extend their wins to 4-2. Zero Gravity coming off of a loss in week 5 can be pretty good for their mentality. They are back in. Good, everything's good. There you go. And the teams are ready. We're into game 5. And Prestige Worldwide, we did fix those connection issues they had with Cody. His power did go out right at the end of that match. He did reboot his internet, so that's pretty good for him. As almost getting a chance there is Cody. And Freak, we are having some issues with his nameplate. It's showing us 1 for whatever reason. And a 5 here for Arato Labs. Interesting choices. I don't think they changed their nameplates last time I checked. But we'll just roll with it. Here comes 5. I've never seen this glitch before. A pass mid and Freak scores. Hopefully that will fix the nameplate issues. And we got 1, 2. They're having some issues with the nameplates here. But a great pass across from Cody. And Freak with an open net all to his name. And now Zero Gravity facing a deficit once again. As no, that has not fixed the issues. We'll have to fix that in between games, I'm sure. Well, that's happening. This game, getting off from the way of Prestige. And Zero Gravity, keep up those positive spirits, keep up that momentum. Because they're going to need to get a goal back. So far this series, that's been very difficult for them. Shot from Arato! Going to the net, Freak with the save. And here comes Hi Bye Mind around Cody. Looking mid for Arato! And it's past the Freak. A great goal for Arato Labs. As another passing play here, Hi Bye Mind. He just went mid. And Arato Labs Smart play there to not go for the strong shot. That was what the defender was biting on. Arato Labs. Make sure that shot is weak. And the player flies on by. Out here to the orange net. And it's over the orange net. Here comes in Cody. And he regain. Cannot do so. Hide by mind with the clear out. Here comes Arato Labs. Tap down here. Hide by mind dunked by multiple players. And now Prestige back on offense. Dunked away here. It's in the mid. It's dangerous. Hide by mind can't get it. And Freak scores. Let's see if I can, Actually, no, I won't rejoin. I'm just going to let this one go out. But a great goal here as Prestige takes that right back. A couple of crucial 50-50 challenges going all in their way. And they score. By mind, a great catch here. And he beat out Freak, cannot do so. Up for the 50. Now Freak looking for Cody midfield, but Cody was waiting back. And now two players commit. Cody's slower. And here comes High by Mind. Can't beat out in the corner. Looking out for another player. Here comes Arato. Shot. Saved by Cody. And he gets a second touch. A fortunate second touch. Keep the possession. Sidewall. Into the corner is Cody. Cannot beat out High by Mind in the 50-50. And High by Mind with a second touch. Past Freak. Net looking kind of open here. And Freak able to get in time for the challenge. Cody bumped away. And Arato almost gets a goal off of it. High by Mind, keeping this one dangerous. And across the net is Arato. No. Around Cody. But no one mid. And now that's a throwaway. High by Mind went all the way back for a boost. And that you just can't do that in twos. And now Cody's going to be given a free shot. An open net. And Prestige Worldwide scores. Prestige wins the game. It's unlucky for ZG. Welcome into the chat, Seagull. Hopefully your day's going better. It's nice to see you jumping in. Don't worry about the nameplate issues. I have no clue why that's happening. As you can see, their names are completely fine. But I have no clue what's happening with them. But hopefully, yeah, it's a weird one. There's some spectator glitches. Cody here can't beat out the challenge. He's just not the faster, not the stronger of the two. He hasn't gone to the gym yet. He'll be saving that for tomorrow. A shot here from Arato Labs. And Zero Gravity gets a second goal. A great pass from Six, otherwise known by High by Mind, to Arato Labs. The first one to that challenge puts that ball into the back of the net. And so far, I'm pretty sure all of those goals from Zero Gravity have been assisted. Showing the power of 2 in 2v2s. Cody, solo play potential! Best one! And it's off the post! And for Zero Gravity, they're going to be thanking their lucky stars. They're out of that one. But they're now on offense. It's in front of them. And a great clear from Freak. Here comes High by Mind. Looking to get the dunk here. Cannot do so on Cody. Down to the corner. Get the touch over Arato Labs. Into the corner. He bumps out Arato. And here comes Freak. The net in front of him. Off the post. As High by Mind hugging his corner for dear life. And a shot here will go in. A fourth goal. And that lead back to 2. As a couple of mistakes here from High by Mind. And he's going to cost his team some ample opportunity to get back into this game. And for Zero Gravity, started off in the lead and they haven't regained it back. Started off with a deficit and they haven't been able to get back into this game. They need 2 goals to tie this game up. Almost a solo play here from High by Mind. Trying to escape his way into the net. Here comes Arato. Corner. Going across is Freak. Tapped away by High by Mind. Cody clears. Arato Labs still on the ball. Can't give up any possession. But Freak, what a great interception there. Sees the pass coming in. And now Cody can get his own clear. Dunked by Arato. And High by Mind looking infield. Rushes the touch. And now Arato has to stay back. Keeping the ball close to him here in the corner. Cleared by High by Mind. Second touch available. And a good one that is. A double commit coming out from Prestige. And Arato off the back wall. But he's not there. And Prestige dribbling this one to the other side of the field. And that will end game 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Champions Field awaits us. Prestige Worldwide took that lead. As you guys can see, the name tags are having some real issues. I'm going to tell them that I'm going to join back. Yeah, I will reset that. I will just join back in the lobby. Because I should not be having issues like that, but now I am. And quickly, first of all, I'm going to get that point up there. Second of all, I'm going to go to head-to-head. It's Prestige lucky. Hey man, your team's got one more game to win it. There you go, I'm joining back. Hopefully that fixes all the spectator issues. As we might have a lobby reset because the field hasn't changed. It looks like, yeah, okay, we're gonna have another lobby reset. I am gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure that this lobby is looking good. Here we go. Lobby's remade. And I will say this has been a very exciting series. Back and forth. Zero Gravity took game 1, then Prestige took game 2. Zero Gravity collapsed back in game 3 with a blowout win, and then Prestige, most recently, taking game 4. Server's good, so all of you all can see it, hopefully. We are in game 5, Champions Field, where memories are made, and where trophies are hoisted higher than ever. And for both these teams, while there's no real trophies on the line, I'm sure they'd love to win this even more. And for Zero Gravity, this is going to matter a lot for their seeding. A win here will most definitely put them in the top 8, as we are having some lag issues. Okay, everything's been fixed. Cody saying he's going to play with the lag. Well, that's good for him. Obviously, server resets are still a valuable option right now. No one has scored just yet. Ball's in front of the net, and where is the other player? They never jumped in. Freak all the way off, loitering in his defensive half. And that's going to cost his team a real easy goal opportunity. He gets another shot. High by Mind can't save it, and Cody, just for extra measure, nails that one into the back of the net. Prestige, their offensive woes ended here. A great shot, coming off of a missed opportunity. Zero Gravity, they're really going to be needing that win. They lost that. They got scored on the last game. They now have gotten scored on first this game. They need to get back quickly, and that will be the way to do it. Auto Labs from the midfield slams this one into the back of the net, right over Freak's challenge, and it's tied once again. Well, Spiral's ping. He's using a hotspot, by the way. That's why he's saying his ping's fine. He's doing a hotspot. He's doing a well ice maneuver. Wellis back with the when he had to play for PK. Pittsburgh Knights in the close qualifier had to use a hotspot to sub in. So it was pretty funny. So yeah, he's using a hotspot, by the way. I don't know why he's doing this, but it does make it difficult, but I'm very impressed with his performance so far. Oh, but I'm not impressed with that. A double commit, and Prestige Worldwide does miss. It was an open net in front of them. And now, back the other way is Zero Gravity. Here comes High by Mind. Looking mid. Arado's not going to turn on that challenge. Can't risk the potential here of getting himself dunked and a goal going the other way. And now Prestige Worldwide gonna be handed some pressure here. Past one, but not past Arado. Arado with the clear, and Cody now back. Cody, now let Arado have his first touch. Options in field, and Arado rushes his touch. And now Zero Gravity giving that pressure up once again. Now it's mid. Cody's shot off the crossbar, a save, and then a goal. Freak scores. And Cody with the start. High by Mind gets a save, but it's just not strong enough. And Freak back at him. We'll get a goal here. Doesn't matter how they go in, putting on that pressure. Important. And they're doing what Zero Gravity hasn't. They've pushed 2 players on offense at all times, making both players a threat to the defense here. And that's what's giving them wins here. You have to utilize both players in twos. Zero Gravity, they've liked to keep one person back at defense at all times. And at this point in the game, you just can't do it. Cody's shot will go in. And now Prestige with insurance. This all stems from a whiff from High by Mind in the midfield. And they never recovered. Zero Gravity facing a potential loss here in Game 5. A potential upset. And they're going to need to regain a lot of lost ground very quickly. Idle here. Solo play, an immediate shot. Will force both players to commit. High by Mind having to go backwards for this touch. Can't get the dunk on Cody. He does bump him out of the way. Otto's sitting back. And a shot from Cody. Looking for the second touch. Can't get it. And Freak. His shot's too weak. Cody can't redirect it. And for Zero Gravity, very fortunate. That's not a goal. And that one saved away by High by Mind. Out mid. And Arado, he side flips. But he still has a chance. Can't get past Freak. And here comes High by Mind. Back around Cody. Doesn't get that touch. Now Arado Labs just has to come in to waste some time. All the players from Zero Gravity floundering in their own defensive half. Time melting off the clock. And the goals just keep on coming. And they keep on coming. Here comes Freak's second goal of the game. And Zero Gravity, that lack of offense, gonna be their downfall. We're gonna be looking at these replays and wondering just how could we let it slip through our fingertips. They need to throw everything that they can at it. This is their last game, last life, their last chance, their last minutes of gameplay. Freak's shot, saved by High by Mind. Zero Gravity needs to break out. Reached away by Arado Labs. Cody's touch, not gonna get rid of the pressure. Here comes Freak. Now it's a High by Mind. High by Mind back in. Zero Gravity need to use both players. High by Mind needs to challenge this. And he doesn't. Wastes the offense. And he's taking a long time to reset, allowing Cody to challenge in and win. And for Zero Gravity, bad to worse, they cannot get the ball out of their defense. And now they're forced to use boost just to keep the saves. No challenge in. And for Zero Gravity, a disappointing Week 6 results will face them. And you gotta say, a great comeback from Prestige Worldwide. They have already guaranteed a spot in the playoffs just by playing today. But now, they will also guarantee themselves some confidence here. In Game 5, this is a win for them. And Zero Gravity could never come back. As soon as that first goal came in, It was all Prestige, all night. Good night, Zero Gravity. This game is not yours to win. Prestige Worldwide takes the series in 5. And the ball hits the ground. And Prestige celebratory here. And a win. For them. We will go back to the Talking with chat here. But it's not over just yet. Prestige Worldwide did ask for a favor. They wanted an interview afterwards, so I'm going to give it to them. Let me send them an interview. Just making sure that they are ready. They will be joining the interview slot any moment now. So I'm in the chat. We will be waiting for Cody to join into the voice call.
Hey there, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problems, man. We're all having issues tonight, aren't we?
I know, man. Yeah, my power keeps like cutting out. It's happened to me like 3 times already tonight, so I'm just glad it didn't by the end of it there.
You sure it's not like you sure it's not Zero Gravity fan?
Oh, I think it could have been. It happened in my 3 series earlier though.
Maybe they're in cahoots with the Threes opponent. Who knows? Well,
They could be,
congratulations
man.
on your win tonight. You guys clutched it out in Game 5. I gotta say, in there, you guys lost that Game 1, and then you lost Game 3. What did you tell your teammate after those games?
So we just kind of talked and said slow down. We've been playing a lot of threes, so we were like over positioning, and our second man was getting caught out a lot. So we kind of discussed like spacing out a little bit, giving the person more time on the ball, and then cleaning up the messes. And that play style seemed to work a lot.
And you talk almost as fast as I do.
Yep.
Well, that's simple, to the point. You guys are all business in here into the communication. Again, take us through Game 5. Obviously, you guys have had a pretty rough season ahead of you. Only having one win before this match. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was it's fine. Yeah, it was a tough season. We had our first 2 weeks we lost in tough game fives. Then the second week we had to like play like a really, really late match. So it was like midnight. We were both exhausted. Then we had to take a forfeit 'cause we were traveling. So everything's kind of been like out of our luck. So our game five thought was like let's just push and hope that maybe with a win here we can sneak like a 16th spot and get playoffs. But I'm not sure if that's in our cards since we took it to game five.
I do want to sell you this, man. Go take a look at the bracket currently. You're in Division 8. You have before this match even started, guaranteed top 16. With a win, you could be taking the 15th place. I don't know if that obviously that makes you guys pretty happy because now that you're 2 and 4, there's no way for you to get lower than that. Even before this, even if you lost today, you would have been just fine. So you guys will be going into the playoffs. This match actually didn't matter, but obviously for your confidence,
yeah,
you guys are playing like it did matter. Like everything was on the line.
Yep.
And again, that confidence is going to be so important going into the playoffs. But you guys must have a game plan. What's your game plan to the playoffs? You guys are going to work extra hard to make sure you make it, or are you going to be trying to relax, chill, see what the bracket gives you?
I think we know that since we're going in, we're going to be a low seed or like a high seed technically, like 15 or 16. So we're going to come up against a strong team. So we're probably going to do. We have one friend that's like a GC too, so we're probably just going to have him and a buddy just do a ton of scrims against us and punish our mistakes, so we can kind of get in that right habit to compete in this tier.
Of course. Well, definitely thinking very critically.
Oh yeah.
Again, like take us through again. We're gonna go back to game 5. At what moment did you know, hey, we're gonna win this and we're gonna make it in?
Probably when we went up 3-1, and then my teammate the Freak just said, "Hey, we have this game. There's only 2.5 minutes left. Like we just gotta slow down and not overcommit and let them come to us." and we just started like doing that and killing time, and it just ended up like a lot of the touches started going our way, and that was kind of like when I knew it was like once we got to the 4-1 point, I was like, all right, that's done. But when we were at 3-1 and we just started slowing down and controlling the ball, I think that's when I knew at least.
Well, again, congratulations on your win this week
Thank you.
and for making it into
Thank
the
you very
playoffs.
much.
You guys did just enough to do that.
Yep,
Uh,
that's the goal, right?
before we leave, we have a fun tradition on my uh Twitch channel.
Yeah.
You get to shout out whoever you want. The floor is yours. You have as much time as you need. I have no matches following this.
I mean, honestly, shout out to my threes team earlier and to all my like IRL buddies that helped warm me up before the matches. Um, that is like a group of like 6 of us that we all do like 6 mans 3v3s. So shout out to all those guys that helped me warm me up. Shout out to my teammate obviously DeFreak. He played well, kept me focused, and shout out to you and the other team for being such good sports and having a good game and casting a great match.
Of course. Thank you for joining us tonight. Again,
Yeah,
congratulations on your win. I hope you
thank you.
guys some great success in your playoffs.
I appreciate that. Thank you, and I'll try to see if I can book you for one of our matches too, because I think the cast was really solid.
You're listening to me during the stream. That's nice.
I have it up. I have it up.
Well, I hope you have a good night, man.
You as well. Thank you very much.
And that was Cody from the winning squad of Prestige Worldwide. And that's going to be it for tonight. We only had one match planned, but man, it was exciting going all the way to Game 5 and ending in an upset. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Hopefully you guys have an amazing evening, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.